Hey, good morning, guys. Whew. Been working quite a bit lately, and it's a bit of a busy month. I also have a dentist appointment next week, so just for some routine cleaning, I want to keep on top of that. Still not looking too bad. Um, I'm about halfway through with my book, The Miracle of Fasting. And it's been a really good read. A lot of good information in the book. Um, I highly recommend it. Um, I don't have anything negative to say. I don't know if you would consider this negative, but the only pet peeve I have is it was a bit repetitive on promoting their products, which I get it. You know, it's people have to make a living. I definitely get that, but that was my only little pet peeve. Um, it's like make a list, refer, have everything like on one or two pages, so that way we can go and check it out. Okay, there we go. But anyway, like I said, no animosity, just it's a very good read and I'm halfway through and I just right out of the gate, even before February started, I started the book the day before and I'm looking forward to my next book, which is Mastering Diabetes. And who to better learn from than the two men that wrote it that are type 1 diabetics. I could definitely learn a lot. I'm not type 1, I'm type 2, but I am learning to understand and know what they know. I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a physician, but I'm definitely somebody that's been living with type 2 diabetes. Even before I was diagnosed, I know that I had symptoms back in 2015. I wasn't diagnosed until 2017. And my wife drove me to the hospital early morning hours. I left the side of my face, my head, my neck. It just felt like my head was in a vice. And I was pretty close to having a stroke. My vision was blurry. It took about a week afterwards to regain my vision. I couldn't go back to work. For at least about a week, until I got my stuff straight, especially with my eyesight. If I can't see, I can't really do nothing. So, my blood sugar was in the 600s. My blood pressure, I want to say, was like 200 something. But like I said, I know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that I had symptoms even 2 years prior to that. But there was some stuff I had going on. You know, I want to say, I don't want to say that I didn't care, but after the passing of my father in 2014, I don't know, like in between that and 2017, it was like, I'm not saying I didn't care about myself, but it just felt like I was trying to maybe fulfill a void um, through food. I mean, not that I wasn't already a big boy before, but I felt like I was kind of trying to fulfill a void. I mean, I had the support of my wife, there was my son, I had them to think about, and in a way, do you want to say it's a blessing or a curse? I guess that if it wasn't for that happening, who knows what would have happened later down the road that month? Who knows? But I'm glad it happened when it did. Um, I would never want it to get back up that high. It's just almost having a stroke. That's not a good feeling. Um, but anyway, that book, I definitely I'm looking forward to reading it. And a lot of it's going to focus on essentially not being scared of fruit. I was always told to watch my carb intake, my fruit intake, natural carbs, not anything refined, but to watch out for fruit. And it's like, it just didn't, it started not to really add up to me after a while. Like, they're telling me to stay away from stuff that's natural. This isn't, stuff that's minimally, like picked from a tree or from a bush, from the ground, minimally processed. I mean, it just didn't make sense for them to tell me to stay away from fruit. They encouraged meat proteins and stuff like that. And I'm not really going to get into that right now, but once I start that book, I will let you guys in on what it's talking about. But basically in the short, animal fats, animal byproducts clog up the insulin receptors that leads to insulin resistance. Now, why some people are more susceptible of becoming diabetic, I have no idea. How can some people eat a lot of animal protein and not become diabetic? I have no idea. Hopefully the book explains it, so that way I can understand it better. Then there was a whole thing of, now the study isn't done or anything, but there's been a little study done on cow's milk and babies, and some babies, as they grow up, become type 1 diabetic. Instead of drinking the mother's milk, drinks cow milk instead. And like I said, it all goes, why some people develop type 1 or type 2 diabetes, I have no idea. But I'm looking forward to reading this book. So I'm looking forward to educating myself even further about everything. Like I said, throughout the past 5 years or so, I was taught, low carb, high protein, high fat. The past couple weeks, or the past month, especially the last couple weeks, I've been hearing more natural carbs, more fruit, some starches, less refined sugars. That's pretty much where I'm at right now. I'm pretty much hearing the exact opposite. Limit, if not eliminate, animal products, so that way better insulin sensitivity, which, it might be a little bit of a challenge with dairy, but like I said, now I'm just rambling on. But no, I'm looking forward to the book, and I'm looking forward to sharing my opinions, my thoughts, and that's all I pretty much have for now, guys. All right, take care. Bye. Bye.